right, on today's episode of PJ and the Beard, we are doing our season opener for our Tremolo Series Part 2. And the Beard's going to tell you why there's two parts.
Right. So Part 1, we introduced 22 pedals because you said as long as we didn't do 25 like we did in that Leslie sound, we were good to go. 22. Tonight we're going to add 8. All the pedals in the first season opener that manufacturers helped us with, help make that happen. They've all been done. They've been released. Mm-hmm. We have 6 more pedals tonight that other manufacturers have helped us in obtaining. Right. So we're going to add those to the show tonight. And I think we'll start with you.
I guess I'm going to kick it off. So I'm kicking it off with the Empress pedal, Tremolo2, made in Canada. Great pedal. I love the orange case. And we're going to get right down to the playing on this one. So one thing I liked about this pedal, other than the way it sounds in the video, is it's got a lot of features, and one of them, it has 8 presets that you can set, and it's pretty simple to set the presets. Even I could do it. So hats off to Empress for making something that I can actually navigate. So
while Pat's over there bragging about how simple his pedal was to use,
yes.
The first pedal that I tried to play was the Chase Bliss Gravitas. Analog tremolo. So they've taken analog and added a digital brain to it that's just out of this world. In fact, I was supposed to put it like this first, right?
Yeah.
So there's the dip switches. Here's the pedal. And it sounds, well, I'll give a little bit of preview on this one. We literally plugged it in, turned knobs, flipped the dip switches. We had no idea what we're doing. We will know what we're doing when we do the video, hopefully, do the video for this one. But with 2 goons that didn't know what was going on, this is what we came up with.
So in that, as much as we've said we didn't know what we were doing, we did take the opportunity to plug an expression pedal in to try to do a little bit with it. But then just to kind of get in a comfort zone and to kind of get something that we're familiar with, we put the Barber Electronics direct drive in front of it, and that made it all better.
Made it all better, yes.
So staying with our friends north of the border, in my hands here I have the prototype version of TL Pedal's Tremolo pedal. We got to meet Tim through our 19 Conversations. Paul Ewing of Stompbox Steels, I believe, turned us on to Tim. Mm-hmm. Tim's a fantastic guy. We've had a lot of pedals in from Tim, and I played this one, and here's what we did with it. So pretty straightforward pedal. The toggle switch just toggles to just a straight boost. You have a rate, a depth, and a level. Probably not in that order, but sounds really great. Yeah. Great job, Tim.
Sounds awesome. Next up for me is the Diamond Tremolo. We have been big fans of that pedal show for a long time and have noticed recently that they seem to have a diamond delay pedal on their pedal board almost all the time. And so we wanted to kind of find out what Diamond's about. This is a great opportunity. This is my first opportunity, my first to try a Diamond pedal. Viewer recommended from one of the other episodes we did. Sounds a little bit something like this. Diamond pedal, great, some great features. I love the little toggle. When I first pulled it out, I pushed this up and it popped back and I thought it was broken.
Uh-oh.
And I found out that that's just toggling through a bunch of preset or the different waveforms, and it's a really unique, easy way to do that.
So moving on, I have in my both hands, because it is quite the piece of machinery, I have from Origin Effects their Revival Trem Bias Tremolo. Classic amp overdrive true bias tremolo, and it is substantial. If you notice in the clip that you're going to watch, let's watch the clip first, and then I'll explain what I did. It'll probably make more sense then. So if you watch the video there, which hopefully you're still with us, the first thing that happened is when you turn the pedal on, you engage the first click, the jewel light was red because it has built-in drive, which you can control. So all of the drive that you heard in that video was coming from this pedal. In addition to the second click, the jewel light turned green, and that was the tremolo. Really interesting pedal. Probably one of the more higher-end items that we've done, and if it weren't for Origin Effects helping us out, we'd be watching somebody else demo these. Yes. But it's great. Look forward to playing a little bit more. Good pedal.
Next up, all the pedals on this series, well, on this episode, are still available. I think all the pedals in this series, with the exception of like 3, are still available. This is from GigFX. This is the chopper. It is, I'm not sure they're still being really produced, but I reached out to them and the guy's still doing them. He does them kind of one at a time, or that's the feeling I got. So you can reach out and we'll put information about that when we do this episode. I'll have to put it sideways because it's so big. The chopper has the treadle on it. Sounds, I have to say this. We modulated from that Leslie sound, that series, into the tremolo, because tremolo is Pat's favorite modulation. Leslie's still mine. And when I talked to GigFX, they said, if you throw a chorus or a modulation pedal in front of it, you'll get that Leslie sound. So here's the GigFX with a Nobles chorus in front of it, because I can. And so that was the Gig FX. I think the key stereo. This pedal does so much more. Wait till you see with this. And also viewer recommended.
So we're down to the last two.
Yeah, and so the last two, we had to scour the world to find. We found a way to get them down here, and it certainly wasn't because these companies answered our emails, because they didn't. But we're still big fans of both of these companies, and so what do you got first?
So first I have the Supro Tremolo. We are familiar with the Supro brand. We played a Supro Hampton quite exclusively on that Leslie sound. And this is what... No, we see I did this before. You'll hear this in the episode. We did like this pedal. It goes between amplitude and harmonic, and as we've started to work on this series, harmonic trems have become one of our favorites, and it sounds great in this one. So more to come on that. Interesting, footprint on the side, taller pedals, well made, great color.
And that's another one that we see on that pedal show all the time, right? And then last but not least, the Vertigo Tremolo from Source Audio. Source Audio makes some great stuff. I've used the Nemesis delay for a long time. They have an envelope filter that I might like to... Maybe there'll be an envelope filter series. Lots of great stuff, so we wanted to get that in and check that out. Couple easy to use interface on the top, but there's a brain built in there that I think you can plug into and tap into and get into a lot deeper stuff as well. So, and with that is the 8 pedals we're adding to the Tremolo series. Thank you so much, everybody that's watching. We will take this moment just to say thank you. We appreciate those of you that subscribe, click the notification bell, hit the like button, comment below, or go out to Instagram and Facebook and follow us and communicate with us there. We really love the friendships we're making with people, and we appreciate you supporting it because it lets us keep having fun doing this. So with that,
I'm PJ on behalf of the Beard, reminding you no matter what you hear, you never have too much gear. So here, this has drive and modulation on it, so picture that feeding back, and then the modulation is as fast as it can go. So you're hearing this right now in the feedback, because I don't know what to do without a guitar. So, can you hear it? Can you hear the sustain? Can you hear it?
Sustain.
Goes to 11. All right, we're done.
Cut.